I am 108 years old. I still say that slowly, like I might have counted wrong somewhere along the way. Most mornings I wake up and have to wait a moment for the room to come back to me. My body wakes up before my memory does. Then the quiet settles in again, and I remember who isn't here anymore. The doctors stopped predicting things decades ago. At some point, they just shrugged and smiled like I was a stubborn machine that refused to shut down. One of them once said, half joking, that I must have signed a secret contract with time. I told him if I did, I forgot where I put the paperwork. At this age, you notice small sounds more than big ones. The tick of the clock, the creak in the chair when I lean back too far, my own breath louder than I remember it being when I was young. Time feels slower now, but it also feels thinner, like it could tear if you touch it too hard. People think living this long must feel like winning. I smile when they say that. Winning what, exactly? Everyone I loved finished the race already. I'm just still standing at the track, looking around, wondering where everybody went. I sit by the window most days. The sunlight moves across the floor like it's keeping me company. Sometimes I talk to it. Don't worry, I'm not fully crazy yet, just old enough to stop pretending I don't talk to things. I think about the past more than I used to, not because I want to escape the present, but because the past arrives without being invited. Memories don't knock, they just walk in and sit down beside you. In my 20s, I moved fast, always late for something, always chasing something. I thought being busy meant I mattered. I wanted people to look at me and think, there goes a responsible man, dependable. That word followed me like a shadow. I married young. She had a laugh that sneaked up on you, quiet, warm, the kind that made you want to keep talking just to hear it again. We didn't have much, but we had plans, big plans, serious plans. Everybody has plans when they're young. Nobody plans for silence. When our first child was born, I held him like he was made of glass. I remember thinking I'd slow down, be present. I really believed that. I thought, well, I guess I believed there'd be time to figure it out as I went. Life doesn't take things away suddenly. That's the trick. It asks you for small trades. One late shift here, one missed dinner there, one bedtime story skipped because you're tired. Reasonable choices. Responsible choices. I told myself I was doing it for them. She used to wait up for me in the evenings. I'd walk in smelling like work and cold air, and she'd tell me little stories about the kids, funny things they said, small disasters that felt huge at the time. I nodded, listened, but my mind stayed somewhere else. I thought listening halfway was the same as listening. It isn't. The promotions came. More money, more respect, less time. People shook my hand and said I was reliable. I liked hearing that. It made me feel useful. Funny thing about success, it claps loudly while other things quietly leave the room. The children grew in quick jumps. One day they were asking me to tie their shoes. Next thing I knew, they were borrowing the car. I remember saying, "Where did the time go?" Like it was some mystery. Truth is, I knew exactly where it went. I just didn't look closely. My wife stopped waiting up eventually. Not angry, just tired. We moved around each other carefully, like polite roommates who still loved each other, but forgot how to sit still together. There was one evening she asked me to sit outside with her. Warm air, quiet street, nothing urgent. She said we never just sat anymore. I told her I had an early meeting. I kissed her forehead and went inside. I can still see her through the window, sitting there alone. Funny how one small memory grows larger every year. The slow cost doesn't arrive with warning signs. It looks like normal life. Full calendars, productive days, good intentions. I retired late, later than everyone expected. I didn't know who I was without work. My hands felt restless, my days too open. She, on the other hand, had learned how to live slowly. Walks, friends, reading. She seemed lighter. I thought retirement would bring us back together automatically, like time itself would fix everything. Time doesn't fix much by itself. It just gives you space to notice what you missed. She talked about taking a trip once, somewhere simple. I said we should wait until things settled. Looking back, things were always settling. They never quite settled enough. She just nodded. She was good at nodding. Then she started getting tired. Small things at first, forgetting words, sitting down more often. We joked about getting old. I said maybe we were finally slowing down together. Hospitals smell the same everywhere. Clean, sharp, like disinfectant and worry mixed together. That smell still follows me sometimes. I sat by her bed, listening to machines beep softly, counting seconds none of us could keep. I promised her things, trips, conversations, lazy mornings together. I said we'd finally have time. She smiled in that way people do when they know something you don't. The day she died, the room was quiet except for the soft hum of equipment and a clock somewhere ticking too loudly. I held her hand. It felt smaller than I remembered, and I realized there were no more tomorrows left to postpone things into. That clarity came late, too late. After the funeral, the house changed shape. Same walls, different weight. I kept expecting to hear her footsteps. I'd turn my head sometimes, certain she was about to walk in and tell me I forgot something again. I found little traces of her everywhere. Notes, a sweater, a book left open halfway through. Objects get heavier after someone's gone. I didn't know that before. Years passed quietly. People called less often. Not because they stopped caring. Life just moves forward. Everyone busy, everyone promising to visit soon. I understand. I used to be that busy person too. I turned 90, then 100. The doctors laughed and said I was remarkable. I told them I just forgot how to quit. Loneliness isn't dramatic at this age. It's small. Eating dinner without conversation, laughing at a memory no one else shares, talking out loud just to hear a voice. Sometimes your own voice surprises you. I look through photographs often. My hands shake now, veins showing, skin thin like paper. Funny, these hands built things, fixed things, carried children. Now they mostly hold old pictures. I keep thinking about delay, not failure, delay. I always thought there would be another weekend, another holiday, another chance to sit down and really listen. The right time never arrives wearing a label. My children visit when they can. They are good people, kind, but we're still learning each other sometimes. We talk about safe things, health, memories, weather. There's love there, but also a little distance that grew quietly over years. I don't regret working hard. I really don't. It fed us, kept us safe. But, well, I regret who missed me while I was doing it. Both things can be true at once. That's something age teaches you. Life rarely chooses one side. People ask me for the secret to living so long. I tell them I probably just annoyed death into postponing me. They laugh, and I laugh too. Humor gets softer when you're old. You joke about things because the alternative is sitting with them too long. I'm grateful, though, truly. I saw decades change. I watched the world reinvent itself again and again. I loved deeply, even if imperfectly. Gratitude sits right beside regret now. They've learned to share the same chair. If you're listening to me, maybe you're younger. Maybe you think